That should fix things. We shall see. I'm going to turn the light down a little bit. It's just above my head at the moment where it should be on me. That's better. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? Am I coming through okay? Just going to check it on my phone. Make sure that we're coming through nice and cleanly. Yes, you can hear me, you can see me. So, yeah, last time we left here, I started doing the intro. Not the intro, I started doing the interior, sorry, of the first floor of City Hall. But it was after a very long shift, so I was a little bit on the tired side. So we only actually ended up doing the toilet blocks and stairs going up to the second floor. And also, I think we did like the floor plan for everything. So this time, I'm aiming to at least put like the interior walls and interior furniture and stuff like that blocked in tonight by the end of the stream, so that hopefully by this next week's stream we can do the outside walls and then start on the second floor or the first floor if you're American. Sorry, first floor if you're British even. Excuse me, it's been a long day. That was the plan anyway today. How's everyone doing? Make sure I can see myself in the reader. Okay. Better. Right, okay, so we get things started, shall we? If you can hear me in the chat, please do give us a hello. So I know that I'm not just talking out into the void. But yeah, so I think what we'll do first is these corridor spaces that I've marked out here. I know what the walls are going to look like in these corridors so far. So I think I'm just going to build up the walls, the corridors, so they're all the same, kind of the same height. So the toilet block is, I think, 5 blocks high. Oh, 6 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 tends to be like the upper limit, 6 being the ceiling, basically. So let's just check here. In the toilets, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 walls high for the toilet, and the 6th floor, or the 6th line or row, is the ceiling. Basically, that's what it is. So I'm assuming with like other rooms, like the canteen and the foyer, that ceiling limit will be higher because it's a bigger room. But in terms of like the commonplace areas, like the hallways and the offices and that sort of thing, it's going to be 5 blocks high at least for the walls. Nathan's here. Hello, Nathan. How are you doing? How was your week? I hear from Ashley you didn't get very far with a certain game of Gears of War recently. I wish train numbers stop sending me notifications. I don't need to know unless I've bought a train. But yeah, I think I need to add an extra couple of red blocks there because if I say if I was going to do like the painting for this room, it would then show up on here, and I don't want it to show up on there. Now I had to put some things there so you can go around without seeing the other side of the wall. I'm out of words out today. It's been a bit of a weird day. Gears hasn't seen the last of me. He may be on top chats because he's missed me entirely. I am on live chat apparently. Is it not updated? I didn't see you were there, EP. I can see there's people viewing, but it didn't show me that EP was here until he just messaged now. Now I'm on live chat, so I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully, you know, it's not going to bug out today. It wouldn't be very good. Right, so yeah. So as I was saying beforehand, at the moment the only walls that I've decided on what they're going to look like are the toilet blocks, which we did last time, and the hallways. The hallway is going to be wood with a major part of the wall going to be green. I'll make it look a little bit like if you were playing like say The Sims or House Flipper or something like that. It'd be like a saloon kind of like interior. So like half the wall would be wood, and then the rest of it would be painted a certain color. I'm going to pick green. That's a nice calming color. So let's first of all. Well, I retract my apology for being late then if YouTube doesn't want me to apologise. Didn't show anything, EP. The first sentence I see on my chat is he may be on top chat because he missed me entirely. That's the first message I've seen. And I was on live chat, so. And don't worry, I was late, not you. Fine, I was late. Because I tried to get everything set up. I thought I had everything set up. But my Slobs was telling me that I was streaming on Twitch. And I was like, no, red Twitch. And so I had to get Ash to help me sort out the codes and stuff. So now it's sorted, hopefully. Don't have that issue again. That would not be fun. So I'm going to get some more wood. Make your own jokes. To get rid of some of this, break up some of this red that's around. Log? Would it be under log? Yes, it would be. Not the dark oak all the time because the dark oak seems like it gets overused a lot. We'll do some spruce. Or do I want to go for cherry log? Cherry look too. I don't know. We'll go. No, I don't think those two colours match really, do they? They look like two separate blocks. We'll go spruce block and dark oak planks. So I'm going to replace all of this red around the edges of the corridor with wood and then green blocks. Daniel's here. He is streaming on the tube. Hello, Finn. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing? The first time you've dropped by one of my streams. I know obviously you're in Ash's and Nathan's streams a lot. How you doing? How are things? That also needs to be there, I think, not there. Because the difficulty of doing things on the diagonal is that it messes with your sense of like space. Annoyingly, I can't write these flat because it will just show up with these edges of the logs each time, unless I go for like the block that has them on both sides. But I'm too lazy to go back through the inventory at the moment for that. I'll have to deal with this for now. We'll deal with it. It's fine. We'll fix it in post. And JP's here. Hello, JP. I missed when you started streaming on YouTube because I don't have Twitch. And I'm fine. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, some people don't like Twitch, some people don't like YouTube. So we try to do it on both, or at least like we can attain to people's preferences when it comes to how they want to watch their media and that sort of thing. I might actually need that one. I'm confused where I need to put everything, but it's fine. Let me to do that. Oh god, I hate when I do that. Mangrove wood, I think. Yes, it is. What I wanted to do was that. Though I sadly have a migraine. I hate when that happens. Has it been like a particularly busy day at work as well for you, Daniel? For me, it certainly has. The phone didn't stop ringing. I had lots of paperwork to do today. A little bit of a nightmare. think that's how I want to do it. This corridor bit. Just to process it, we'll work out later on. YMS, you got a trademark. Kinda, my colleague was sick, so I filled in. I know that feeling. We've got quite a few absences in our place at the moment due to various reasons, and we're having to like pick up the slack for them, and we're all feeling a bit of the strain for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's the ceiling. Ooh, I'll do that rather than what I wanted to do. Then I can put this at the top. That work? Or do I want to do it like this? It makes more sense to do it that way. I'll do it this way for now. And see what it looks like with this. So how is everyone's week so far? As I said, it's been a busy one for me. I managed to get any editing done this week. The only editing I managed to get done was for Ash's video, not for my own. I've barely started the next one yet. I just haven't had time to do it. But you know, it's on the pipeline. And I'll get to it when I have some time and have some sanity. Been full of a cold for about the last week, so it's been fun. I heard that you had to cancel a couple of your streams, EP, because of that. Which is, I hope you have a speedy recovery. It's just annoying because you just want to get on with what you normally do, but you can't because your body's saying no. I don't know what they call this, but it's like half of it's paneling, half of it's like paint. It's like a dado rail that I'm doing at the moment. I don't know the exact term of a dado rail actually means. If it's like a full panel or if it's like a skirting board that goes around the halfway through the wall, that sort of thing. I'm not an interior decorator, so I don't know. Yeah, the symptoms aren't bad, just bad enough that it's a pain though. Our week has been interesting, but that's a rather ash level discussion. Get well soon, EP. Does it involve farting? That would make total sense if it did. So where I put these like vertically placing blocks, that's where I'm going to put. I'm going to send them up to the top, the 5 blocks, where the edges of the walls are, effectively. Like so. Now the rest of it's going to be a plain coloured block. I think YouTube broken. I've seen 2 chats not pop up. I mean, yeah, let's go with farting. Yeah, for some reason, all of my chats aren't popping up either. It's like I'm on live chat, but like not everyone's chat's turning up for some reason. I don't understand why. YouTube has a bug. It's very annoying. So the rest of the wall I'm going to paint green. So what kind of green am I going to paint it though? Does it need to be dark green or like a lime green? I think dark green's easier on the eye. So we'll go dark green concrete for the rest of the wall. I'm still not used to like building on a diagonal. But you know what? I thought I'd challenge myself, you know, make a diagonal shaped, Y-shaped building. That kind of looks like a penis, but not intended to. I will blame EP for this. It was working perfectly fine before somebody pointed out it looked like a penis. And I'm pretty sure that was EP. But I agree, it does look like a penis. And I'm trying to make it less look like a penis, and it makes it worse. I'm going to check my phone to see if new chats are showing up on my phone but not on the PC for some reason. Just minding my business and building an underwater library as one does on a Wednesday night. The chat showing the same for me on my phone as it is on the PC, so it might be an issue with the website, not me. I apologize if it's affecting you today. Sucks. But yeah, so I'm doing Yorcity today. Tomorrow we're doing another episode of Waltz the Wizard, which is a game that I had no idea existed. Ash blindsided me with it last Thursday night. I was working late, and no one's gonna get the reference but me. I kind of enjoyed it, but I was kind of like spent most of it going, I don't know what I'm doing. So we're gonna do another session of it tomorrow. We can get through some of the more of the puzzles, that sort of thing. And then after Thursday, after that session of it, I think we'll swap it out for another stream. There might be a collab on the horizon if we can get the logistics working as well. But we'll obviously let you know more about that in the Discord. I used to put the schedule up on YouTube so people could see what we were streaming every week, stuff like that. But it got next to no engagement. So I've stopped doing that now. So if you want to find out what we're doing every week, I would advise joining our Discord. Because I put the schedule up on there every Monday or Tuesday if something's happened. So I highly recommend you go over there if you want to find out what we're doing in between streams. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I mean, technically it'll be today, but it'll be like 4 a.m. I think today with the time difference. But the new series of Scrubs releases tonight in America. Over here it releases at like early hours of the morning. So I will be watching that because that was my childhood. Scrubs was my childhood. Actually, one of my my mates recommended I watch it back in the day when I think this was 2005, I think. So I would have been a teenager. I would have been like 15, 16. And I resisted for a long time. I don't know why I resisted for a long time, but I was kind of like, I don't know. I was a bit wary about, I don't know what it was. I think maybe in my teenage head I was a bit like going like, well, no, I know that I'm going to like things or not like things. I'm not going to watch it. Anyway, eventually I borrowed his DVD, one of his DVDs that he had, which was I think season 4 of Scrubs, which is the one that has Heather Lock. No, not Heather Lockyer. What's her name? Heather Graham in it. And yeah, it was a really, really good season. I borrowed the DVD for longer than he probably expected, and I did enjoy that. I did enjoy the show, and ever since then I've been hooked. So I'm looking forward to season 10 releasing tonight or tomorrow, depending on which side of the Atlantic you're on. Totally peaceful. Don't see community posts via PlayStation. Don't see community posts via PlayStation. But it was so interesting. He put it in twice. Thanks, JP. Get it now. Must be a bug with YouTube because that's happened twice now. So yeah, so do half of it panelled and half of it with this green concrete. You kind of like a saloon vibe, and I think I'll do another layer of it on top as well. It'll look a little bit better. This on top of it. I think without having this brown skirting board on top, it looks a little bit unfinished. So I was like, I'll put that on there just to kind of cap it off a little bit. JP requires that you see his chat. Yes, he does. And if we don't read his chat, he'll put it in twice. I was only trying out the community post things. It used to be for the longest time you couldn't do a community post unless you had a certain number of subscribers. But I think they've rolled it out to anyone now. But I don't know if anyone actually really sees them. So that's why I'm kind of like, I've only really put the schedules on there. But I've stopped doing that now because I'll be lucky if I got like 1 like on it. Not that I'm expecting a giant essay from people, but I think I'll just keep the schedules onto Discord for now because that's one place for people to look at. Everyone knows to go to Discord to find it, basically. And normally, unless a schedule has changed, it's normally going to be 2 streams on a Monday, Tuesday with Ash or Ash and Nathan, and then Wednesday, Thursday will always be a stream with me or me and Ash. Then I almost said me and Nathan. Then that would be a surprise. Just ring Nathan on a random day of the week, going, "You know, we're streaming tonight," and I'm like, "No, we're not." Say, "Yeah, we are." No, we're not. Can you imagine if that's how Nathan found out he was streaming with me? If I just randomly announced it on a stream. Like that. That was much better with the planks on it. Ta-da! Like that. There's a little corridor there for you guys. Going to put steps in over the roof. Make it look a bit more fancy. We go for the dark oak stairs, or we can go for a greeny colour. I think dark oak would work better, I think. Like that. So we've got a little bit of a flourish on the doors. That's the only issue there is that would happen. This is only on certain doors, maybe? Put it on certain doors, therefore we don't have that issue there. Wrong block. That would help. Like above the offices, they'll get a little crenellation on top. Where it will fit. Oh, I'm breaking everything now. There we go. The boardroom's obviously got to have that too. It's like kind of like a side door thing, so it's not going to have a crenellation on it because it's going to affect that. So we'll leave that one without. Like a main door and like a side door kind of thing. With YouTube, I take 3. Or take 3 even. You do community posts when I release new videos and that, but I never remember. One block was end grained thin. But yeah, so I'm going to put these little crenellation on top. A little bit fancier. I don't know if I want to keep that or I'm going to change that. I'm unsure at the moment, but that's where I'm going to put them so far. And that's what the corridor is going to look like. It's going to be dark oak and it's going to be green concrete. That's how you know you're in like a causeway bit. I'm not going to put the doors in yet until we've kind of filled out the furniture out a little bit. So I'm going to do the same thing onto this side where there's a communal area over here. There we go. I think I held off from doing community posts for a long time because I didn't really get it. It's like, well, there are other softwares that can do the same thing that doesn't involve YouTube, like Discord. Most of the main thing. So why did I need to do it again? Effectively, I just realised there's an extra bit here that I forgot to fill in. And there. Never mind, fixed it. And obviously I hit the wrong block again. How many times am I going to hit the wrong block tonight? What do you think? Me and Ash have also recorded another video in the background. Probably won't get released until we got 2 more videos involving me and Nathan. That'll probably take us till April. So this video at least will probably get released until summer, judging by my editing schedule. Unless Ash has any other videos he wants me to help him with the edit on, which might delay that a bit further. But yeah. We'll hit the wrong block exactly 26 more times. Thank you, Daniel. I don't doubt you. I probably will. I am a klutz when it comes to this game sometimes. One, two, three, four, 5. Pick my math correct. Not known to be a master mathematician. Can't get the words out today. YouTube sucks today. Attempt number 3 at posting a joke. Finn and Nathan streaming. Can you beat Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts without collecting either nuts or bolts? That would involve Nathan actually picking up the game nuts and bolts. I don't think he's voluntarily done since it came out. Just how masochistic do you think Nathan is? Then again, I have also seen all the videos that he's done on his channel, so therefore, probably wouldn't be opposed to doing that. This is when Nathan quickly jumps in and goes, I think insert YouTuber hero is doing that run. It's all very conveniently. No one should volunteer to play that game. It should be reserved for enhanced interrogation only. I like that game, okay? But I was in the minority of people who hadn't played the first 2 Banjo games before that. So I was coming at it fresh. But since playing the first game and knowing how different that game is to what everyone else got, with technically 3, and I agree. Like, it shouldn't have been a Banjo game. It should have been any other game, but not have Banjo's naming on it. That definitely hurt it sales-wise. Or as a method of torture, EP. But without nuts or bolts is a better title. That's what I was referring to. See, Nathan's already correcting the title. He's on board. Do you need nuts or bolts in that game to progress? I know you need, obviously, blocks for the car parts, but you don't need... Do you need nuts or bolts? I'm trying to think, because obviously the game has jiggies, and that was in the original game. The game has musical notes, that was in the original game. It has Jinjos, that was in the original game. Am I just merging that Ratchet and Clank together now? Have I fallen for a joke that I'm not privy to? I was watching, speaking of Twitch, I was watching another YouTuber play a game from, I think, most of our childhoods that I forgot existed. And me and Ash want to eventually stream that at some point. Does anyone remember the original Theme Park World? Would anybody be interested in us playing Theme Park World, the original one, if we can find an emulator for it? I think that will be our next co-op game together. The camera is just a little bit off, so I'm just going to move myself over this way and see if that fixes things, or it might make things worse. Let me just double check. That's making things worse. Move this way. This way. That's better. I'm not halfway off the camera then for a second. I was over here. was like, nope, can't possibly have that. Also, I forgot to do this. I was faffing around with the stream code. I forgot to turn the focus off. Better. You need to be nuts to play it. Thank you, JP. I appreciate that. I have no clue. I've repressed the memory of playing that game. I don't blame you. And yes, Theme Park World will be the shit. And yeah, you can just get about just any old game to work via emulation. We have spoken to the OG people who have followed us since the beginning. Will know him, but Chris, not Chris in the chat, Chris, Chris, the Resident Evil expert. We've been speaking to him, speaking to his people, because we've been getting emulators sorted out for that. Because I would be so down to play Theme Park World. I've not played that game in years. And yes, I know it's a bit janky. That's the point. Oh, that was really quick, actually. I managed to get that all sorted. But that's the corridor. Let me just do the top layer. Is it a cornice? It's a cornice, yeah. So the bottom layer will be a skirting board. The skirting board at the top is called a cornice, apparently. Now, EP has been renovating recently, so he'll be able to correct me if I'm wrong. Like, is the cornice the bit that goes around the top of the wall? Or people just like, shrug his shoulders and go, I don't know. And there's a Chris in the chat. Where? Who's Chris? Are you Chris? If you're Chris, you have to tell me. Oh no. I have not a clue. You overestimate the kind of work I did. And JP replied back going saying, yes. But I think that's the corridor sorted. Obviously, I'll furnish these in a minute and I'll get the doors sorted as well for them in a minute. But I just wanted to put the walls up just so I can, like, zone off this area, basically. It's just as like these are the corridor areas. I have not a clue. I've already read that bit. Sorry. I'm delaying on the chat now. Now, this bit that goes to the toilets isn't technically a corridor. It's just kind of more of an entry point to get there. So I will be building it similarly to the corridor, but not the same. So I'll probably just replace the wood for like quartz. Everything else will probably remain the same. I do like the quartz blocks. They're quite clean. And they're very versatile. You can use them in multiple different builds. I also love the column blocks as well. I wish there were more blocks in the default texture pack that had these column designs on them. And the default one is just the quartz. I think as well, when I finish this section, I'm going to put some windows in the corridor as well to kind of light it up a little bit. We've only got this wall that's facing the outside at the moment because the other side is on a stairwell. So I don't think we can put a window there. We might be able to. On this side as well, this is all interior. There isn't any windows I can put in there because nothing faces outside. But I might put a window in at the end of this corridor as well. Bring some light in. I agree with you, motorbike. So, Daniel, have you seen the other YouTube videos I've done of Yorcity as well? Not the live streams, the videos I've also done. This originally started off as a video series, but the edits were taking so long to make that this is only technically episode 3B, but episode 3B part 7. There's been that many parts. So because it was taking me so long to edit them down, I've decided to make it as a live stream instead. And then I'll do a video of it, but it will be a video of I thought be a video of the final product rather than me building it for them. For you, sorry. I think that's what people are more interested in, is that final product rather than how I made it. Because I did like the final product of those videos, but they took forever to edit, literally forever. I think this is a solution that works for both people. Because obviously I've been doing YouTube for a while now. I think in August this year I would have been on the internet at least 8 years now. I started making videos in 2017. And I lost my train of thought that I don't know what I was going to try and say. What was I trying to? I've lost my train of thought. I wasn't trying to be bragging about that. Same reason I don't do build videos now. So much extra work and it wasn't worth it. That was what I was trying to say. Yes, so I've been on the internet now for 8 years. In various capacities on YouTube, that sort of thing. And I've learned as well, from being here for like 8 years, that if you're doing a YouTube, if you're breaking your back to do a YouTube series or YouTube video, and it comes to the editing stage or it comes to the producing side, and you're not having fun, don't do it. Like, unless you're being paid for it, it is not worth your time to sink your energy into a video that you're not enjoying, or you're not going to get the same amount of enjoyment out of. And that was what I was feeling with the Yorcity videos, was it was taking too long, too much energy to make, and not enough time building. So, sorry, it wasn't taking enough time to build, but it was taking too long to edit. So it's kind of ruining my fun of making them everything. Whereas with the live stream, I can make it with you guys. You can watch me making it. And I don't have to worry about editing it later. It's already up there. When I started making Yorcity back in 2009, not that old. EP started making videos back in 2009. EP's been on the internet longer than us. I just realised where I went wrong with these upside down stairs. They need to be in, not out. That's why they kept crashing into things. I need to put them into the wall, not on the wall. I'm a dumbass. I forgot that double walling everything. I forgot that this entire building and the entire buildings of this entire city are going to be Dan Lag double walled. So how did I forget that? That was much better. Much smoother transitions now. Let's go fix this on the other side. The only bit where it gets a bit annoying is this bit of like showing the access to the wall to the room behind it, but I might be able to fix that later. It's me. This is so much better. Why did I not think of this earlier? Apart from the corner rooms where you can see into the next room, like here and here, this is fine. I might have to edit some of the walls around it to make it a bit better. But you know, it's fine. I can deal with this. This is fine. Absolutely fine. So I think that's both the corridors done. Or all the corridors on the bottom level done. Except for the doors. They'll obviously get fixed in later. I think what I'm going to do, because I mentioned this when I was doing the floor plans, is I'm going to have an atrium area. There's going to be an area where you can see multiple floors of the building. But rather than doing like a big circle around the middle bit here, where that dot is, I'm just going to do it on the next floors up. There's going to be a gap around this foyer bit. You can see down into the foyer. We don't actually need this anymore. I was just telling me where the two wings meet over here and over here. I don't actually need that anymore. Go. We've got corridors, and we've got the I don't know what you call this room. Like an access corridor to the toilets as well. And now I've got the walls up. No ceilings yet until we work out the doors and the furniture. Oh, I need a drink. Inny stairs, not outy stairs. Exactly, Daniel. Beautiful. Add a corner stair next to it, says Daniel. Next to what? Sorry. For fuck's sake, YouTube, stop cutting me off. What I was trying to say was that I started in 2009. I had some massive gaps, so it doesn't really count. It does look a lot more penisy. It used to look a lot more penisy, sorry, he says. You're right, EP. It does look a bit like a chode. It did. It looked even worse when we first started building this because it looked literally a Y shape, made it look like a penis or a gun, depending on your viewpoint. So, yeah. So that's those ones done. We've done those ones. I do want to do the canteen and the canteen. Then that's not what I wanted to say. The canteen and the kitchen at some point, but at the end of the stream. But what I will do next, I think, is the offices, do the office walls, because they're quite next door to the corridors as well. That makes sense. Before I do that, though, I'm going to grab a drink because my throat is very dry. I need a drink. No, I'm not going to put you on. We'll be right back. I'll be back in a second. That's better. I was running on empty. But yeah, so the next bit we'll do, I've not been putting my headphones in. The entire stream will have my headphones off. I don't know why I took them off for. There was no notification coming from the PC. I can see the PC. Right. Offices. Oh, no, before we do offices, window. Looks perfect for a window space. What were we doing? Was it these windows we were using? The light grey ones? Those are just generic windows. I don't want to use the light grey ones. And let's use... What glass do we have available? City Hall, I'll use... Not going to be fancy glass. Again, it's a civil service building, so they're not going to spend a load of money on it. Either going to be the white stained glass or the generic one. Or even the grey stained glass might look cool too. I think I'm going to go with just a regular glass this time. And then if I feel like I can change it out later on, I might. When we do the exterior walls, we might swap out the glass then. But yes, yeah, so I'm going to put a window in here. We've got some natural light coming through. Not going to be the biggest window in the world because of where it's positioned, but at least it's there. And you can actually see inside the corridor when it's open. I think I might also another one of these down there. Like so. Make it look even more like it was meant to be here. Kind of thing. Then on the top I will do this. That work? Or do I want to do the other way around? That way around. I don't know if I like that. I'll do the other way. That way looks better to me, personally. It's only a small window anyway. These ones don't have any exterior walls, so they will stay in darkness. Suppose the same with that one as like outside as well. So offices. Let's just dump a load of these extra stuff we don't need. There we go. With the offices, I'm assuming it's not going to be like bright and colourful because it's an office building. So it'll either be white, cream, beige, grey. Like these neutral tones tend to be quite popular in office buildings. So all the neutral tones will come out. So I've already got a lot of. We go downstairs in those offices. Here, I think. That had a lot of cream and beige around it, brown and beige office, and it obviously carried it downstairs as well. So I think I want to carry that on, but I don't want to do the same color scheme. It's on another level. So I think I will do maybe like a brown and sandstone, or brown and a creamy coloured office. Trying to distinguish between this is the basement, this is the ground floor. Thing on the wrong side. There we go. I think we'll get the cream coloured blocks out. Not sand because the gravity stuff annoys me. So we can go with the cut sandstone. We can go with what suspicious sand? That must be new. I don't know that one. EP. What suspicious sand? I don't know. Help. Smooth sandstone. And maybe chisel as well. Go with those. Away for now. And this away for now. Got the cream. We need a contrasting colour to go with them. Let's see what's under brown. Sand is for archaeology. Oh, okay. Brown concrete powder or dirt. Oh, that just looks shit. I don't know. Let me just place some dirt down. The test. This is the test. I don't think I like that. Looks like it's unfinished. That kind of looks like it's unfinished. I don't know if I like that. I think it'll be fine with just the cream with the sandstone in it. Thinking these will be the bottom blocks. Okay. They're the bottom blocks. Then we'll have a smooth sandstone layer like that. Then this will be kind of like a dado rail. And then it's that. And then of course we've got the top at the top as well. So we go back to the cut sandstone at the top. Like that, maybe? That work? Definitely looks better without the dirt, so I'm gonna get rid of the dirt. I think the brown would make it look unfinished. So I think we'll just do it with the cream for now. Go around it in this. Jai not Jai. JP even wants an Oreo. Jai is at work. Yeah, what Janelle said. Can we brush to get loot? Oh, okay, cool. It's a survival thing. So yeah. Oh, I thought it was a different word then. So I'll need to put this there. Right, yeah. I hate doing things in weird shapes. I like squares and rectangles. That's easy. I can deal with that. I did this to myself by making this diagonal. It's my fault. Like that. Would that work? I like that. I think I fixed it. I think I have fixed it there. And me and Ash have been talking about May and a certain event that happens in May. Now, initially, we weren't going to do a video about it this year because it's been a lot of controversy with countries backing out of it. Initially, we said we didn't want to do it. But there are countries that have released music that we want to talk about. And so we will be doing a Eurovision video this year. So if you're new here, every May we will release a video. No, not May, sorry. Every April even. We release a video once all the countries have released a song with our top 10 picks for Eurovision every year. And we've only skipped out 1 year, which was 2024. But we didn't have the time to do it at the time. I think that was the year we were doing a lot of witch casket videos. So kind of took a back seat. But we did one in 2023, and we did one in 2025. And we'll be doing one again in 2026. And they're also one of my favourite videos to edit as well because in terms of like reception as well, they do quite well. I think outside of Yorcity, which you're watching now, the Eurovision top 10s are the highest performing videos on our channel. And we were very wrong last year when it came to our predictions. We were rallying behind, I think, Spain and Malta last year, and they did abysmally in the vote. There we go. I'm happy with that. Let's do another staircase bit. I'm thinking we'll go quartz again. Give us some variety. That kind of hides the mistake there. Same with that one there. One office complete. Now I have to do it for the other 4 offices, or how many there are. Okay, there's 2 more. No, there is 4 more. 3, I can't count. 3 more offices. I've also decided as well, because these are 2 offices together, there's going to be an entry point in between them. But we've got like these 2 offices work together, but they're separated. Kind of thing. We can imagine there'd be quite some rivalry between them. It is in my headcanon they've got quite a rivalry. Actually, I can even do that because it'll be the same walls around, won't it? Give them some more office space. Ta-da. Okay, we'll go over the rest of it. Ah, have they taken this into account? I think I have. That's going to show up on that side, isn't it? I might have to cheat a little bit and just put that there. But you don't mind, guys. Do both these offices at the same time. Da-da. I kind of want an Oreo now as well, JP. There we go. EP, if you want to stay in the chat, we need to talk about April and how long you're intending to visit us for. I'm planning to take the whole week off that week. It's my birthday. My birthday falls on a Wednesday. A Wednesday or a Thursday this year? Wednesday. Slap bang in the middle of the week, which is very awkward. So I'm probably going to take the whole week off. Then my birthday celebrations will probably be the weekend before or the weekend after. Probably the weekend before. Do that. There are a couple of places we intend to go when EP visits us as well. We're looking forward to it anyway. Either way. Birthday horror stream, says JP. Depends. If EP can nail me to the chair, then maybe I'll consider it. You just like hearing me squeal, don't you, JP? You get some kind of joy out of that. Finn's in some kind of a mental or physical pain. Good. Need that? Yeah, I'm going to leave that doorway open, like an archway. You can come and go as you please. JP's like, no! We can cook something up. If EP's willing, we can cook something up for you. Okay, that's 2 more offices sorted. And let's try and do this smaller office over here, which, judging by the size of it, might end up just being like one person's office rather than multiple cubicles, but we shall see. Okay, that's the last office space wall done. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around filling the walls in for all the rooms, and then I'll start furnishing everything. Once I've got the walls up, I know round about where what each room is kind of divided into. Gina's here. Hello, Gina. Oh, I need some sugar. Energy levels dropping. How are you enjoying your time off, Gina? Are you enjoying your free time, or are you wishing you could run back? Was that last week? I'm trying to think which day was half term. Was that this week or last week? I can't remember. Oh, I hear someone. Hello. Ash's on the phone to someone. Time off? I've been at work this week. I thought you were off for half term. Or maybe I'm misremembering that because I think half term was last week, not this week. See Gina in chats. I need some sugar. No, no, I meant the drink. I wasn't being vulgar. I meant the drink. Wasn't half term last week. This is why I want to confirm with Gina. Because I know this because Sarah was also off. But I can't remember if that was this week or was it last week that it was off. Because the weeks are blending into one at the moment because I've had too much work to do. The offices are up. The office walls are up. We've got the big boardroom left to do. We've got this smaller meeting room. Just not quite decided what it's going to be turned into. And we've got the canteen and the kitchen. So let's go over to the canteen and the kitchen. The canteen probably has, again, won't be too colourful because it's again this is a civil service building. So, and it will be better decorated than the rest of the house, rest of the building. I confirmed, says Gina. Okay, I got it wrong. I'm sorry. Does everyone have a laugh? How was your day at work, Gina? I'm sorry. I'm a little bit running on empty at the moment. It's been a busy day for myself at work, so that's why I got the days confused. It annoys me that I've got like this empty space here that's not ever going to get filled. Because I needed to put that there to make it make sense for everything else. It annoys me, but not enough for me to change it. Hello.
Hi, bitch.
You're right. Have a good nap. JP says hi. Warning, Gina, some chats in YouTube not working. Yeah, we've been having issues with YouTube at the moment, Gina. Where, like, I've got it set to live chat, so I can see, supposedly, you can see all the chats. But I couldn't see EP's messages earlier on. They weren't showing up for me. And I think some of JP's messages weren't showing up either. Ash wasn't asleep, so it's not like he came in and tried to delete all the delete comment stuff. There might be a bug on their side because I can only see what's on. Well, I checked on my phone as well because the chat was exactly the same on my phone. Either that or they haven't actually posted anything and they're just doing it just to troll me. JP's like, well, I would never do that. Even if it was for the lols. But for the canteen, I'm going to do... Is it going to be taller? We want to keep it all uniform because the stairs there. I'm thinking I might just keep it uniform for the ground floor just to be on the safe side. Then when I do the next floor, I don't have to worry about things crashing into other floors and all that sort of stuff. So we'll keep it uniform for now. So everything's going to be 5 blocks tall. Wait a minute, I can pull this back. Okay, that's fine. Editing on the fly. Why not? I'm looking forward to Friday, Gina. I'm looking forward to Friday. After the week I've had, I need Friday. Making sure I've got that lined up correctly. I have. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah. I thought I'd treat not what I'm looking at the light for. I thought I'd treat Ash today because we've got 2 days before payday. I've got a little bit of extra money left over that I saved. And I was like, you know what? Do you fancy a Chinese? I had a cheeky Chinese. And I'm feeling very full and satisfied from it. Yes, looking forward to leaving work early that day too. I can't. I'm stuck till 5. But I'm looking forward to it either way. JP says, what's Friday? It's a day between Thursday and Saturday. I've hit so many wrong buttons today. I think Daniel was correct when I said I was going to hit like it 26 times at least. I think you were correct. Okay, so this is going to be the canteen level. So now, what colour should I do to the walls? I'm thinking of doing them in a concrete colour.
Pink.
What?
Pink.
We do have pink. Yeah, so what are these colour ranges? Should we do the canteen colour for the walls? I'll leave the chat a couple of seconds to kind of decide, but what colour do you think we should do the walls? Have you got your lunch sorted? Babe? Got your lunch sorted? Okay. Because in where we work, the walls are just a boring white. I don't want to make it like a boring white. I want this room to be colourful because it's the community canteen thing for like employees and civilians. So yeah, just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, Gina. You're not a subscribed before, but thank you, Gina. I appreciate. Gina is amazing. Everyone send your love to Gina in chat. Thank you. I appreciate your subscription. You are amazing. I've just seen it come up because my stream's on delay. So that was a couple of minutes ago. I think because no one's put anything in the chat, I'm going to pick So not another thing from the top because that's not a very exciting colour. So we'll go for these colourful colours on the bottom. We've got green for the corridor, so we'll discount green. I'm thinking either blue or a yellow. I don't think yellow would actually merge into the white too much. Excuse me. An orange? Maybe? Maybe blue and orange. It's mostly blue, but with like accents of orange. Might look good. Have anyone been watching anything new on Netflix recently? I've had a recommendation from my workmates that I need to watch on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix. A TV show that's been going since 2018. I think it finished last year. Called Yellowstone. I have no idea what's going on. I watched half of the first episode. I have no idea what's going on. Playing out like a very serious version of Dallas. But you know, I'm sticking with it. I watched a couple of episodes to kind of gauge if I like it or not. Got Kevin Costner in it. He plays the lead. And then so far in the first episode, I like the female protagonist. I can't remember the actress's name, but she plays Beth Dutton. Got like a hard nose, kind of like I am the boss kind of person. That's cool. You want to put another blue on top of it or not? Leave it like that. I might leave it like that actually, because I think that works with the contrasting colours. Mostly blue with accents of orange. I like that. I'm going to leave that like that. And let's fill in that floor, don't I? So we need to put strip. Put birchwood. Okay. That is your canteen walls done so far. Then with the kitchen. Okay, so get rid of that. Get rid of that, and that, and that. We've got a blue and orange canteen. So with this kitchen being orange and blue. So majority orange, but with blue accents on it. What I'm thinking of doing is like with the red sandstone. Or the stripped acacia. Ooh, that might be a good idea actually. We'll try with the stripped acacia. And obviously break the block. We don't need to break the block. We'll try this. The baby okay? What is going on with the chat right now? The issue. Thank you, Gino. I've seen your message. Thank you. I appreciate. What's going on with this chat? Good. Live chat. But I came here to let you know the message you just saw, which this is entirely necessary. Okay, bye. Thank you. That's really annoying that I can't see all the chats for some reason. It's not showing up. What's that? That did not help me. I don't know what the issue is. I'm confused. Why it's not working. YouTube doing a YouTube at the moment and not actually letting people chat or not showing anything. Confusion. This is right. I might just like open a Discord call. Yeah. If the chat comes through, I'll read it. I apologise if I can't read your chat or I can't see your comment. I don't know why YouTube is being weird today, but it's only letting me see certain chats. And it changes. It's not like it's like I've banned a certain user, so therefore I can't see their chat. It's like I can't see comments from everybody, even though I'm on live chat. Like, it would make sense if like a user had been banned or been put on a timeout, something like that. But like all of the eyes in the chat have been fine, so I don't know what's going on. It must be a bug on YouTube side. Gotta be. The last comment I can see on my chat says hi Ash and it's from JP. Could potentially go over to could potentially go over to Purple YouTube, but I know there's a couple of people in the chat who don't use Purple YouTube. So it's a thing. I wouldn't mind going over there. But the only issue is I know there are people in the chat who don't use Purple YouTube. I don't want to feel like they're being included. Annoying, I know. Would people prefer if I finished the stream here and went over to Purple YouTube? just for today, whilst we sort out what's going on with YouTube at the moment. I'm very disappointed if like YouTube is like playing up with the chat at the moment. Another thing is like if it was like set to like subscriber only chat or something like that, then that would make sense. But no, it's not. Thank you, Gina, and EP as well for the advice. I'm just going to go over to Discord just for a second. The issue is YouTube, mate, not you. It might be an idea since chat can't currently be a chat at the moment. Yeah, I feel like I've I've gone into VIP mode. I was like, no, you can't speak to me. I will speak to you. It feels a little bit like that at the moment. Do I want to? I'll tell you what. I'll stay here until Ash goes to work. When Ash goes to work, we'll finish the stream here, and I'll switch over to Twitch, and we'll continue it over on Twitch. How did that feel, guys? And I'm sorry, I know Daniel was in here earlier on, and he doesn't normally use Twitch, but at the moment we're having issues with the chat in YouTube, and I think it's a bug on their side. So I think we'll go over to Twitch so chat can be chat. But we'll wait until Ash goes to work, and we'll do it then. If you do want to chat with me in the interim, by the way, please do join our Discord. The link is in the description. And then we can chat on Discord in the interim before we move over to Twitch. Phoebe says, Finn's too important. Finn's too important to speak to his peasants. Sounds good. Okay, we'll do that. So give us about 5-10 minutes. Ash will go to work in a minute. Once I've seen him off, we'll finish the stream here, and then we'll go over to Twitch. So don't disappear. I'll see you over on Twitch in a minute. Got a couple more minutes with me on here, and then we'll go to Twitch. But thank you both Gina and EP for the suggestion. I will be taking that. Yeah, so in the interim, currently I'm helping Ash edit his latest video for Ferrari Crescent Challenge Runs. Recently he did I think a YouTube live stream. YouTube or was it Twitch? I think it was YouTube. For about half an hour. Where he did a Tekken 3. Can you beat Tekken 3 with Gon? But you can only attack via farting. Obviously, as you can see, this challenge was made for him. I'm currently helping him edit that. He's done the majority of it. I'm just doing the intro and the music. But he's done the rest of it. So hopefully that should be out. He says by this week. It might end up being next week, but we shall see. Better. Yeah, I'm going to go for glazed terracotta. Not put it vertically before, so this might be awkward. Do I like that, or do I think that's horrible? I don't think I like that. I think maybe I'll just do it as one line rather than the whole wall, otherwise I'll be here forever. Also, Gina, and by extension Nathan, if you're watching, I'm still up to playing that game we mentioned without revealing it on the chat. When are you next free to potentially record that? And also, do you have that on PlayStation or do you have that on Xbox? I'm pretty sure I have it on Xbox. I done this the wrong way around. I think I might have done this the wrong way around. No, actually no. You're right. Fine. Trust the process. It's fine. This will be this will be broken up with Windows eventually anyway. Better. Yes, I'll do. This is so annoying. There you go. There's number 26. Everyone that's watching. Is that like a kitchen or is that like it's a seafood diner? This is the kitchen area. Let's zoom out. We'll do a final zoom out for this stream, and then we'll move over to Twitch. So this is what we've done so far on this side, before we go to purple YouTube. We just put the walls in for the corridors. We put the walls in for the offices. And we've made a start on the kitchen and the canteen over here, which will be continuing over on purple YouTube, onto Twitch. And we'll be completing the boardroom and this meeting area over here as well, over on the Twitch area. Which area? Other than the Twitch stream, sorry. Next week, we'll be returning back to this on a Wednesday. Hopefully, the chat would have unbusted itself, and we can actually continue as we would do normally. And troubleshoot what's going on with the chat now. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been a stream. This has been your Yorcity stream of the week. Tomorrow I will be doing Waltz of the Wizard with Ash over on Twitch again. Please do follow me over to Twitch tonight, and we'll finish this off again for you. Yeah, there's not really much else to say, but I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Give me until just after 9 when Ash is gone, and we'll go back on Twitch. I'll put the link in our Discord. If you're not already, please do join our Discord. The link is in the description down below, and you can find out where that link is. And we can finish off this week's Twitch stream over there. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you tonight, depending where you are. And yeah, thank you so much. Please subscribe to Pride and Pixels if you're not already. And we'll see you next week, or tonight, or tomorrow. Bye, everyone. For now. Bye bye.